Hello, my name is Sharmina Johnwell, and I'm going to be participating in the mock interview.
What is your leadership style? Can you give a few examples of this in action?
Yes, my leadership styles are that of democratic, which means that I value everyone's opinion and I don't base it off just one person's. I like a collaborative input.
Tell me a time when you face conflict or disagree with a coworker or leader.
I would say working in retail and actually in my current career now as a nurse, I would say I listened to what worked for me in that situation where there was conflict. I listened to their perspective on whatever the situation was. I communicated respectfully and also focused on finding more of a solution versus whatever benefited me or um, someone else in the scenario.
Tell me a time when you were faced with a problem and successfully solved it.
Let me see. The time that I can think of is when I noticed an issue in my workplace, and instead of kind of just jumping to conclusions, I was able to gather the necessary information I needed, worked collaboratively with my coworkers, and help find a safe and effective solution to the problem.
Tell me a time you faced a staffing shortage, either from a leadership or employee situation. What were your actions understaffed?
Um, I would say when I was working in urgent care, in a situation where we were short staffed, I was able to prioritize first and foremost patient care, um, and create an organized situation where I place people and other teammates, when possible, in areas that they probably wouldn't normally be in, but were trained in. I communicated concerns and also and also brought it to the chain of command, which would be the charge nurse.
What is your strategy to retain employees and maintain morale on the unit?
I would say the biggest thing to maintain morale is communication and recognizing, people's work ethic and supporting teamwork and creating a positive work environment.
Mhm. How do you offer feedback to employees?
In a leadership role, I would offer feedback in a private, positive, and respectful way. I wouldn't point the fingers. I would kind of listen to them and hear their perspective and focus on how we could improve, while also recognizing what they did well, not only just what they did wrong.
Give an example of how you embrace cultural differences and diversity in your team.
Culture differences and I would say in the nursing field and just being a human, period, I feel like everybody should be treated with respect no matter what nationality, no matter what culture they are, no matter what they prefer. I feel like we should all, as human beings, provide culturally sensitive care.
How would you approach an underperforming employee?
Approaching someone who's underperforming isn't always the easiest thing to do, but if I were in that situation, I would definitely do it in a private manner, um, because I understand how challenging things can be when you're, being kind of called out on what you're not doing that's right. I would also, in turn, provide support. I would do both. I wouldn't just kind of, oh, this is what you're doing wrong. I would also provide a solution of support and work together and come up with an improvement plan for them.
How would you approach an angry client?
I feel like when there's an angry client, the best thing to do is to listen, be patient, and let them explain what's going on. And just, don't seem condescending. Just really be supportive and listen to how they feel and provide positive and reassuring feedback to whatever situation that they're having an issue with.
How do you commit to professional development? Provide an example.
I feel like the ways that I've committed to professional development is always being someone who's teachable and coachable and willing to learn. So, whether that be in service, whether that be asking questions, whether that be learning more about the role that I'm in, that's what I would do. And that's what I've done in the past in situations as well.
What would you do if you were presented with a process improvement project with ambiguous directions?
So, to me, ambiguous direction means that there's no clarity in what I'm supposed to do. So, for me, I would ask the individual who asked me to do the task clarifying questions. I would gather all the information I could and also try to create a plan and communicate with others. And then also do, checks to make sure everything is going smoothly, being that there was no clear direction in what my task was. Do you have any more questions for me?
No, that was it.
Okay, thank you.